All right. Seemingly we have the audio issues resolved. Let's hope so. And puck goes to the point. Taken by Cessna, not able to get through the second man, and back come the Jackets. Cessna with a 2-on-1, plays the middle man, steps over. Centering pass taken away nicely by Poor, and thrown up the boards. Taken by Guillory. And dumped in. Not all the way, though. Now taken by Guillory. Now taken by Columbus. Just not a whole lot of empty space here to move. Chipped up the ice by Poor off one of the players on the bench, and we'll get a whistle now. So I'm not sure where Vinny is at. Do we know anything about Vinny? He missed his shift there. It was taken by Wilson. All right, so we'll have Bozzella, Monroe, and Giesman with Bell and Martin. Chipped ahead, chipped back down now, taken by Bell. And he cuts left, cuts right. And he's going to push. Goes back, shot. That sizzles wide. He's going to come all the way out. No, held in by Bozzella. Now the puck up and dumped down. Called it off the roof. So we should get a face-off inside the Jacket zone, and we will. And taken by Columbus. Now knocked up to Giesman. He cuts to the middle. Looks, shot. That's high and wide. Heavy shot. Just missed the net. And tipped up at the point. Not held in. Knocked down just past the line by Martin. He'll retreat, go to Bell. Bell tries to cut to the middle. He gets that knocked off a stick, and now Giesman goes in. Does battle with the much, much larger man. I call him a man because, good God, he's twice the size of me. And it goes over to Monroe. Monroe goes up to Bowen and taken away by Columbus. And Columbus is going to chip it. Over comes Bell and Bowen. Now it goes around. Martin challenges. Goes down behind the net. Bell there. Takes body. And Columbus goes down low. Tries to go back up again. Taken away by Bowen. And he outlets it up just over the stick of Kawhi. And Kawhi pushes the player to the boards. Goes down, gets the puck thrown at him for his troubles. And Wilson goes to Bowen. Bowen drives wide. And offsides. And Wilson wins that one. Push forward, hits off some bodies, and back comes Columbus. Back 2-on-2. Shot, hits off a skate, goes behind the net. And Regenton, he's right in your kitchen here. Taken by Bowen, chipped up to Kawhi. And now back to Bowen. He cuts the middle. And that bit's knocked off his stick. Goes back to Regenton. Regenton looks. Goes up to Kawhi. And thrown all the way down. No tip, but they're calling it a tip. Seems to be a common thing. Oh, the front official agrees with me and made the icing call. Seems to be a very common theme here. They don't want to call the icing. I think maybe just to keep the play moving, but I'm not sure. But this is now game 2, and they don't like to call icing. They just say it hit something every time. Just because it hit something doesn't mean it was playable. So we're going to have Irwin, Anigan, and Siegel with Martin and Cessna. So again, I apologize for the bad camera angle. We are in the ice box, which is an absolute frozen tundra of a shell of a building wrapped around a steel building with a bunch of foil all over it. It's one of the weirdest Frankenstein buildings you'll ever see, and they've just decided to add on another rink, actually 2 rinks. There's one up and running, and they're going to add a 3rd one, it says. We couldn't figure out how to get in, had to walk through a construction zone and over mud, but we did finally figure it out, make it in, and hopefully it was worth the effort. All right, so Irwin applies pressure. Puck comes back to center red, taken by Martin, knocked off of his stick, and Martin with the back check, lifts the stick, takes the puck away, and it goes to Anigan. He looks, and dumps, knocked into the corner by the goaltender of the Blue Jackets. The point, it goes to Martin, and he goes down to Irwin. Taken away by the Jackets, and they're going to dump and chase. Cessna on the puck. Spins out of that check, or attempted check by the Blue Jackets player, and misses the outlet to Siegel. And taken away once, twice. Now it goes to Irwin, now it goes to Guillory. Guillory goes up to Siegel off of his stick into the zone. And Siegel makes a man go head first into the boards. Shot, save, made Guillory. No, Irwin with the look there. And now it goes to Siegel. Hooked, no call. Backhand save and held by the Columbus goaltender. So I don't know what happened to Castilli. I guess maybe he's under the weather. We just saw him at dinner, but he's not playing. I don't see him on the bench. So we're going to have Poor, Kawhi, and Guillory out. Centering pass off the stick of Guillory. And taken by Poor. His shot, save and held by the Columbus goaltender. And Guillory steps in. We have Bell and Cessna, I believe it looks like, is our D. Again, old eyes. I do have new glasses, so it's made it better, but still not perfect. Bell comes over and knocks that one once, twice, and out the puck goes. Columbus will go back to the D and regroup. Chipped up, Bell steps up, look out. Kawhi comes back to cover nicely, goes behind the net to Regenton, and now Bell has it. He cuts to the middle, and him and Kawhi weren't on the same page there. Bell threw it inside, Kawhi cut out, and in comes Columbus. They're going to dump it, and taken by Regenton. He tried to hit Guillory, who cut to the outside and thought he was going inside. And down behind the net again. Chipped up the half wall, tipped, no ice. And we're going to wholesale change. 5 fresh players, Bozella's, Giesman, and Monroe. Giesman chips that one ahead. And everybody's reaching hands, nobody touches it. Zagorski and Cessna as your D pair. That one rims around, lifted stick, now bouncing puck. And Zagorski once, ugly hit from behind there on Monroe. Didn't have the puck and got buried face first. Monroe down low, he gets bodied, goes back up the wall that he came down from, nobody there. That one hits off the side of the post, or goal, taken by Monroe. And his pass misses Zagorski. Saved and held by J.J. Neat. Wilson, Bowen, and Kawhi with Bell and Martin. That one goes to Bowen off the faceoff, and he's going to drive. Pushes. Cuts wide, pulls up, center shot. That one hit the goaltender's glove and just went over the crossbar. And stuck on the officials. He did a great job of holding that in for us. Martin steps up. Now Bell comes over. Beautiful defense there by that tandem. And Bell holds it. Pulls up. Oh, Jesus. Wow. That got close. So I think you saw it because it was real close to your kitchen, but Bell tried to throw one through the crease. It hit a skate and almost went in. Quick reflexes and great body positioning by J.J. Neat keeps that one out. And Wilson wins that one forward. And shot. That one's knocked into the corner. And Bell reaches. Now Martin comes down. He beats two there. Bowen down. Looks, takes the space he's given. And Kawhi's not able to wrangle that one. Offsides are the Jackets. All right, so it is so cold in here, and because of that, with it being the second game of the day, I'm struggling a bit with battery percentages. I will keep you abreast on the battery shortage possibility of the March 7th, 2025 game here in Icebox. Siegel comes down, shot, backhand save. And it goes to the point to Regenton. He dumps it back down. Taken by Siegel. Now Irwin. And Regenton comes down, it's thrown back to center red, and will be gathered on by Zagurski. Dumped in, hits Anigan. And taken away nicely by Siegel. Chased down by Regenton. And he goes wide to Anigan, kicks over his stick. And thrown up the half wall. Now met at the point, still held in. Jackets are going to pass the puck up the ice and not be able to handle it. Goes to Zagurski, goes off the wall to Anigan. Anigan looks, goes to Irwin. Irwin cuts to the middle. And time and space taken away nicely by the defenseman there of Columbus. And Zagurski holds nicely, but Columbus follows up. And Cessna goes up the wall to Anigan. Anigan centering pass. Look out. Right in the middle of the ice taken away. And goes to Cessna. Up the wall to Anigan. It does get out. That's offsides. No call of offsides. But it was. So hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. Oh, nice body check against the boards there. Cessna felt that one, I'm sure. Continues on, though. And he's going to push. Cuts outside, inside, goes all the way to the other outside. Centering pass, that's knocked away. And Guillory's now on the ice. And Poor goes to Martin at the point. Martin walks down, looks. Centering pass, knocked aside. Quick first period. 7 seconds remaining. And that'll do it for first period. Join you back here momentarily to start the second. All right, start the second period. We're going to have Poor, Guillory, Bowen, Bell, and Regenton, it looks like. And Guillory has it. He dumps it down. That one's rimmed around and stepped up on by Regenton. Not able to hold it in. And dumped back into the zone. And thrown back up the half wall. And Regenton gathers on. Goes up the wall. Tries to go up the wall to Poor. Taken by Guillory. And Guillory has it. Goes inside out. Continues with it. Gets knocked down. No call. Keeps the puck on his stick. Now he goes to Bowen. And Bowen has it. He looks, tried to go down low. Gets knocked up to the point. And dumped down low to Bell. And Bell's going to push. And shot. That sizzles high and wide. And out of the zone it goes. Offsides. And we'll get a whistle now with 11:46 to go. So we've gotten an update on what's going on with Vinny. Just in case you know, you care, or you want to know. Apparently, he forgot his pants. Lost his pants somewhere from rink to rink. And I don't know if they're trying to go back to find them. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's... okay, apparently they were at the hotel. So Dad's on his way from the hotel with his pants. So he should be returning shortly to the ice. So we've got Bozzella, Monroe, and Giesman with Zagorski and Cessna as your 5 currently. Monroe applies pressure. That one's chipped up. Offsides. No offsides. These officials are horrible. The Columbus fans are screaming. It happened to us last period, and we barely said a word. Don't know if it's disinterest or actual class. Not sure yet. I'll tell you as it goes on. All right, so they do battle over in front of the Vengeance bench. And puck's knocked down into the Vengeance zone. Cessna takes it, throws it up. Not out. Nope, apparently not out. And it goes to Cessna. He tries to go to Zagorski. They weren't on the same page. And now Cessna gathers on again. He cuts to the middle nicely. Throws it up to Monroe. And Monroe outlet. That gets knocked away. And chipped in by Columbus. Goes down to Cessna. Cessna goes up to Monroe. And Monroe goes wide to Giesman. He jumps over his stick. And then behind the net. Rimming around. So taken by Columbus. Sorry, I read a text message at the very, very moment I said something. And yeah, anyways. So now taken by Columbus. Back they come. And knocked off to the side. And Wilson throws it up. Bowen, oh, if you'd only seen him, Bowen was on for a late change. And Wilson just didn't see him. So the icing with 9:44 to go, second period. Won by the Vengeance. Goes up to Kawhi. He's not able to hold on to it, though. And taken by the Jackets. Now a melee in front. Bowen out the point to pressure. And down behind the net. Centering pass knocked away by Bell. And puck goes to the point. Bowen out to pressure. He blocks that one. It goes to Kawhi. Outlets it up to Bowen. Just behind him, though. And taken by Bell. He turns direction. Oh, look out. Right into the Columbus player we didn't see coming from behind there. Now it's rimmed around to Bowen. And Bowen lays it up for Wilson. Wilson goes wide. I'm sorry, that wasn't Wilson. That was the defenseman Bell. And Bowen has it. Outlets over to Wilson. Leland comes in. Goes left, goes right, pulls up. Shot, save, rebound. Oh, that's interference. That's a hook. And taken by nobody. They do battle. And it goes to Wilson. Wilson shot. That jumps high and wide. And taken by Kawhi. He loses an edge, goes down. In behind the net it goes to Martin. Martin looks. Outlets it to Kawhi. Kawhi outlets it into the skates of Bowen. He's not able to take that though. And back comes Columbus. Whole lot of just bouncing pucks again today. Like no possession, just a very choppy game. Now it goes up top to Bowen. He's going to just rip it down and ice it and take the heat out of a hot kitchen. Tough period. Second, when you get hemmed in your own zone, you just got to get it out. Apologize, I've kind of forgotten about the shot tracker. Probably higher than I currently have, but I think Leland actually had 2 there, so we'll sorry, 2 there. Now the official talking to the Columbus coach. I'm not sure what the Columbus coach could be complaining about. In a span of 5 seconds, they hooked 3 players to the ground and got possession of the puck and exited the zone. So kind of makes you wonder. Anyways, we've got Siegel, Irwin, and Anigan. That one's tipped in on Neat. Covered. And Zagorski and Regenton are your D pairing. 7:41 to go, second period. Probably over announcing the time, but I realized I didn't do it all in the first period. It just got away from me, so, too much of one thing, not enough of another. I'm not sure. They've got North Main Dentistry up there for an advertiser on the board. I'm not really sure I'd want to be a dentist and be associated with something that's just so kind of grungy looking. Anyways, on to the game. Anigan applies pressure, rimmed around, and Siegel's there. Chipped around him, knocked over Irwin's stick, and out of the zone. One-man crew there by Columbus to get it around 3 Vengeance players. And that pass just behind Irwin. The crispness of the crispness, not Christmas, of the passing is just not there right now for the Vengeance. It's something that's usually spot on, but there's a chip there by Siegel. Hit the player's skate, so it wasn't a clean play. Again, just not quite there. And Anigan with the body. Outlet there, that jumps over everybody's stick. Goes all the way back, taken by Cessna. Cessna goes up to Anigan. Anigan tried to go to Irwin. Again, just missed it there on the backhand. It's kind of weird. Generally this year, I feel like the team has been up together, they've been down together, right? Like, it's just weird. A lot of teams, you have 1 or 2 lines that are just clicking, and here it seems like when we have trouble with something, we have trouble as a team. Anyways, there's an outlet pass wide, taken by Columbus, and up they come. And taken away nicely there by Cessna. And Guillory on. Anigan at the puck. He's going to make a change. Again, second period so difficult when you don't get possession in the opposing team's zone, the offensive zone, to make changes. Guillory down low and behind. Zagorski throws it around to Cessna, and Cessna goes up the wall all the way to the point. Shot behind the net. 5:20 to go, second period. Still nothing. Shot there, that zipped high and wide. And it went in. Not sure what that hit, but it seemingly has eyes and finds the back of the net. 1-0 Columbus. All right, so we have Pants and we have Vinny now, so we're back to a full four-line roster. I cannot talk today. So we'll have Guillory, Castilli, and Poor with Martin and Bell. Columbus is going to regroup into their own zone. And Castilli gets a stick on that. Up the wall, Bell there, hand pass. Nope, went to himself. And back goes Guillory. He goes off the wall to Poor. Poor goes wide over the stick. No, that wasn't Poor. That was Bell. Oh, he played it. He must have played it after the line. I didn't see it, though. Anyway, so that was... They both have 3s and A's on their jerseys, so... I missed that one. Anyways. Bozzella, Monroe, and Giesman with Bell and Martin. Bozzella takes a bump, and the puck stays at the blue line, outletted wide over to the Columbus winger. Bell turns. Columbus player with speed gets in. Not able to get much off on a shot. And in behind the net. Excuse me, sorry, I didn't mean to cough. Puck goes to Bozzella, to Giesman, to Monroe. And Monroe's going to dump it into the corner. Bell takes it, and he pushes. Goes inside out, outside in, now goes back to his point position with the puck. Toe drags, and now down. Monroe goes over. Goes to Martin. Who goes to Bell, who goes back to Martin. And now to Bozzella. Bozzella tried to outlet over to Giesman. That gets intercepted, taken by Martin. And taken by Giesman. Giesman surveys, pulls up, lets it go for Bell. Bell chips it up to Bozzella. He can't get around this pinching defenseman. And over to Monroe. Monroe gets it out. And Monroe knocks it in. He was calling for a change, then didn't because the puck went in the zone. And back come the Jackets. So keep that in mind. They got stuck. They were going to change. Two of the 3 were not able to get off there. And in behind the net. Now it goes around to Giesman. Puck just getting eaten up. Bowen's going to grab it and smartly ice it to allow his players to get a change. They went on net, but they will get the 2 on and now get fresh bodies. That one goes to Bowen. Shot, save made. Look to try to go over the pad below the glove there, and goaltender just got enough of it. So we've got Wilson, Bowen, and Kawhi. And penalty coming. Not sure for what. It was a clean hit. Be curious to see what the call is. You just don't like that he hit somebody that hard? Like, it's a sport. It's allowed to play. Rough. Yeah, it's the dumbest call. Just didn't like how hard he hit him. All right, so we'll be shorthanded. We're going to have Irwin, Guillory, Zagorski, and Regenton. It's supposed to be 90 seconds. That's what they're checking out now. They haven't changed it, though. All right, so battery check, 24%. I think we're going to make it. I don't want to speak too soon because anything can happen, but I have way less range anxiety now. Shot, save, neat, rebound, knocked to the corner. And taken away nicely by Guillory. Gives it to Irwin. Now Irwin gives it to Guillory. And Guillory comes in, fakes once, fakes twice. He just holds it. He just continues to eat the puck. And it goes to Guillory. Shot, save! That one goes wide. And Zagorski throws it up the wall. Knocked aside by Columbus. Irwin applies pressure. Oh, Irwin lifted his stick. Had he not lifted his stick, I think the puck would have just gone right on it there. And Guillory stalks. Just waits for the Columbus player to make a move. Shot. Neat from way outside his net there. Knocks that one aside. And Columbus. Shot, blocked, rebound. Save, rebound, score. We get another penalty? And so So there is a penalty or there isn't because there's nothing up on the board. I think we're waiting for the scorekeeper to put something up and another 2-minute penalty. So I guess they're telling us they're a minute and a half at the other rink and 2 minutes at this one. Not real sure why that is, but 19 seconds remaining in the period. Oh, we got 2 penalty. Oh, no, they put a minute and 30 up. Okay. Save. That one's knocked aside. Whew. Covered nicely by Neat. All right. Well, there goes the second. Let's hope the third gets better. All right, start of third period action. We got Siegel and Anigan. And Regenton and Bell. And centering pass knocked away by Bell. And he chips it up the wall, held in nicely. The centering pass goes wide. Regenton does battle, puck in his feet. Continues to go, chips it to Siegel. And it goes to Bell. Bell tries to clear it, not able to do so. Throws it to the point, but not out. And it goes to Bell. Bell chips it up, not able to get it to Siegel. Look out, shot, backhand save. JJ Neat. Anigan to the point, challenges. Bell clears it. And 5 seconds remaining in the penalty. We'll get a whistle. So Poor and Guillory. One forward by Guillory. He chips it once, chips it twice, penalty over. Guillory gets tripped. There's a call. All right, so Guillory stays on. Siegel comes back out. Irwin out there. And we've got Bell and Zagorski at the point. That one's out to the point to Zagorski. His shot hits a body, drops, shot. Siegel denied in front. Bell not able to get that pass across. Back comes Columbus 2-on-1. Zagorski hustles, gets back, stop. Shot gets knocked into the corner. And it goes to Siegel. Siegel outlets to Irwin off of his stick though. And it goes to Siegel. And knocked off a Siegel stick, back to the point. And thrown back to center. Red, handled by Bell. And Bell goes back against the grain to Guillory. So 30 seconds remaining on the power play. That goes cross ice to Zagorski. His shot behind the net clears everything. And it goes to Guillory. Guillory skates around, pushes, dumped down into the corner. And back they come. Jumps over the stick of Bell. 9 seconds remaining in the power play. The forwards are going to stay on the entirety of the power play. And it's thrown up the ice. Cessna comes down, holds that one in behind the net. And up to the point it goes. Knocked by Columbus. Back they come, 2-on-2. Centering pass, save, score. When you take 4-minute shifts, you can't skate back, and that's what happens. Way too long on the ice. Ends up in the back of the net. Puck goes to Cessna. Cessna looks, outlets off the wall tries to go to Bowen. Defenseman steps up though, and Cessna looks again. Goes to Wilson, and offsides are the Vengeance. All right. Back comes Cessna, gathers on. And fakes one direction, goes the other, leaves the player in the dust. Outlets to Wilson. He's met immediately at the blue line. And Kawhi has it. He dumps it, tries to take a shot, and that gets blocked. And they rim it around. Wilson over, nope, chip back up to center red, and back come the Blue Jackets. Dude, what are you calling? What are you calling? No way! Unreal. Apparently he hit him too hard and the stick came up, so they're going to call a hook on it. I have no clue. He just bodied him right into the boards. And Guillory back out now. Out with Poor and Regenton and Bell. All these special teams, you got a lot of players just sitting on the bench not seeing a whole lot of ice. And player falls down, Poor jumps over him, just dumps it back down. Taken away by Guillory. No, jumps over his stick, and back comes Columbus now. They drive wide, stepped up on by Regenton. And shot blocked by Regenton. He's down. Going to go to the bench. He's able to make it on his own power. And Guillory goes back. Goes to Bell. Bell has Zagorski wide. He goes to him. And Zagorski doesn't get it deep. Thrown back to center red, though. 25 seconds remaining in the power play for the Jackets. And Bell's going to dump it in. And Guillory, who's been out the entirety of this penalty kill now too, 1:20, goes down. Poor rims it around. And Guillory has it. Looks. Penalty over, and Castilli comes on. And we're going to keep the forwards that we have. So 2 forwards that have been out there for 1:45 at this point, going to continue their shift. And it goes to Poor. Poor outlets to Castilli. And that one's held by the Columbus goaltender. .6:43 to go, third period. And we've got Bozzella, Monroe, Giesman with Martin and Cessna. Martin's shot gets blocked. Jackets go wide. Martin steps up nicely there, knocks it back to center red. Up comes Cessna. He's going to push. Goes over to Giesman. Stay on sides. Cessna comes down. Pinches. And Giesman down. Now up the half wall. And back come Columbus. They dump it down. Giesman takes a bump from the much larger player. Another rough against us. Or no, they call them. They called them. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, that was a hit, but whatever. So we've got Poor, Wilson, and Bowen with Bell and Zagorski for the power play. That one's rimmed around, held in by Bell. He goes down the wall to Bowen. And now Wilson there. Bowen goes back to Wilson. Wilson wraparound attempt. That's no good. Save. Rebound. Held. No, not held. Still loose. And they go up the wall. Uh-oh, look out. All right, Wilson on his or Zagorski on his high horse there. Bell with a shot. Goes into his skates. He gets run into. Didn't have the puck. And Bowen behind the net. Goes to Poor. Poor centering pass. That goes in behind the net. And now Bowen over. Wilson lost his stick in a slash. And he goes to Bowen. Bowen goes back to Wilson, who doesn't have a stick. And it goes back to Bowen. He tries to center. That gets knocked into the corner. And he gets dumped from behind. No call. Bowen backhand score. There's one. Power play goal. A little long on it, but we'll take it. Get some life back in. 4:12 to go, excuse me. So we've got Guillory, Irwin, and Siegel with Regenton and Martin. Guillory shot, save, rebound, knocked to the corner. .343 to go. That puck just squeaks by, makes it back to center red. And it goes to Regenton. Now it goes to Martin. Siegel over to Irwin. That misses. And Guillory chips it up. Irwin goes. He does battle, actually, taken over from behind. Loses that puck. Sorry, it was a weird angle. I didn't actually see the Columbus player there. Siegel has it. He drives wide. He gets hit from behind. Penalty coming with 3:06 to go. Can't hit people from behind. It's just a call every time. Yeah, they're making the call from behind. Like, they gave him a 10. You can't hit people from behind into the boards. You can yell and scream all day at the officiating, but it's illegal and dangerous. All right, so they've got their 2 in the box, minute 30 on the board, and face-off. We've got Wilson, Bowen, and Poor shot. Zagorski at the point. That one zips wide. Or maybe that was Bell. And Wilson has it. Goes back to Bell. Shot in front. That gets blocked. Shot again. That goes wide. And there's a shot gloved and held by the Columbus goaltender. Told you earlier, this Columbus team was very rowdy when we were in Lefty earlier. Them and the Wolves were just screaming back and forth. It was a really loud, upbeat, up-tempo. All right, so that power play unit gets 23 seconds. Now we'll go with Guillory, Irwin, and Siegel with Bell and Zagorski out there on the point. Bell's shot, that's kicked aside by the Columbus goaltender. And Siegel has it. He looks, centering pass to Bell. That shot hits something and goes wide. Back down low to Guillory. Guillory goes to Siegel. He's not able to handle the pass. And back to center red. Neat's actually going to take it, sweep it aside. And it'll be gathered on by Columbus, though. And they're just going to eat it along the boards. 22 seconds remaining in the power play. Outletted wide to Siegel. And Siegel looks. He gets tripped, penalty coming. 5-on-3. We're going to pull our goaltender, it looks like. We're going to have Wilson, Bowen, Guillory, Poor, Bell, and Zagorski. Sounds like a really long legal firm, right? Puck in behind the net. That one hits Bowen. Bowen looks, centering pass. That hits a skate. Now up to Bell. Back to 5-on-4. Goes to Zagorski. Shot through traffic. Somehow didn't hit the net. Now Wilson there. He lays a hit. In front of Poor. 1-2 cracks at it. Not able to get it there. And Bowen comes over. It's held in at the point. Shot. That goes wide. Down is Wilson. And it goes to Bowen. Bowen centering pass to Guillory. He's not able to handle it. Up to the point to Bell. Oh, Bell shoots it into Wilson. And down goes. Sorry, we had camera trouble. So there's 50 seconds remaining. It's going to be. Oh! Stick! And that one's won by Irwin, goes to Martin, and up to Siegel. Siegel goes over to Irwin. That pass misses him, though. And it goes to Cessna. Cessna goes to Siegel. And it's knocked off of his stick, taken by Martin, though. Martin goes to Irwin, back to Martin. Shot, rebound, save. Just sits there. Nobody can get it. Cleared away. All right, so we'll pull our goaltender again, make it 5-on-4 with 19 seconds remaining. We've added Castilli. That's the same pair that our group that he was. Score 3-2. Very slow stop to the clock. A good second and a half, 2 seconds ran off it. Right. So the scoreboards, we scored, the clock shows 9.9. We're estimating there was at least 11 and a half seconds on there, if not more, whenever the goal was scored, but the clock just took that long to come off. So, and they might actually be putting time on. The officials over there, yep, they are. Wait, they're running time off. They were trying to put more time on, I think, and ran it off accidentally. So they're going to put that back on now. We got to wait for that to fix. They didn't put the goal up either, but it doesn't really matter. We got to. Wait a minute. So they took more time off of us? I mean, it doesn't really matter, but. All right, maybe my battery envy is a problem. I'm 7% still, it says, so. They're waiting to start the clock is what they did. They couldn't figure out how to fix it. All right, we'll leave you here with the handshake line, and see you again tomorrow, hopefully for what is a better outcome than the two today.